Welcome back. We'll get started here shortly. Alright, it's almost time. Are you ready? Here we go! Four, three, two, one. It is time. Please welcome your host, best-selling romantic suspense author Anna Blakely and Mr. B.
Hi. So it's just me tonight. Sorry. And I'm really hoping. Okay, I'm showing like just 5 of you on here so far. So if you're on here, if you could comment and let me know, that would be great. I just want to make sure everything's working like it's supposed to because it never fails that when he's not here, that's when things screw up when he is here too, but it's even worse when he's not here. So, and in case you're new, hi, I'm Anna. I write romantic suspense. Normally I have my better half, Mr. B, but he is actually out fishing right now, which I encouraged him to do because we have really good weather the next couple of days. And I know, like right now, rain is very hit and miss with us. And then we're going to be gone for a couple weeks. So he's not going to get the chance. So I really wanted him to. Oh, it's not. Sorry. Heather M just said it's on the romance one this time and not the author one. Interesting. Okay. Suzanne says she's watching it on the romance too. So for some reason, it's not showing on my regular one. I don't know why. I don't know if that's. Well, let's see if I can figure this out real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Give me a second. Let me try this. Aha, maybe that'll work. Hold on just a second. Sorry, guys. All right. I don't know. We'll see if that works. I just posted it on my regular author thing, so we'll see. But hey, I'm so glad that you guys found me. Let's see. Ashley, hello. She says, your husband went to go fishing too. Nice. Here's the thing. We just bought, we bought the like bass boat, crappie boat, whatever you want to call it. That's truly like a 4-person just for fishing boat. And then we have the pontoon as well. And it's like, he feels guilty leaving me at home to go fishing because he knows I'm here working. But at the same time, like, that's the whole point. Like, we got the boat so that he could go. And there have been so many years that he hasn't even put a pole in the water, well, a lure in the water. You shouldn't want to put your pole in the water, but you know what I mean. There have been too many summers and nice weather days that he has not had a chance to go and enjoy. He's spent several years, all of our marriage working his tail off, and now it's his chance to go. So I try to kick him out of the house when I can. Let's see who else is here. So Heather M's here, and Suzanne Alt, and Ashley Youngren. Let's see, Janice. Hey, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I do know on the Anna's in my group in Anna's Angels, the link is featured or is posted up under the feature like usual. Um, so I did go in and make a post because I was running out of time and I didn't know how to get the link to share it and without screwing something up. And so I did go into the group and I made a post real quick and just said, hey, I'm going live, go up to the featured post up above and click the link. So hopefully people will stumble upon us. We've got a few more now, so we're getting there. Plus, it's not as much fun if you open it up and you just see me. Oh, let's see. Hey, Louise Matthews, how are you? And Diana Long's here. Hello. Catherine Adelman. Hey, hey. Christine Breeze. Hello. And no, I'm sorry. I saw your message right before we went live. We have not been to the post office yet, so we will get that this week though for sure. So I hadn't forgotten. We just haven't been that direction. So let's see. Thank you, Suzanne, for there's my Suzanne's out there wrangling people up for us. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, Janice has YouTube on there too. Hello, Christina. Woohoo! Glad you found us, or me. Catherine Holman, hello. How are you? Janice Kessler, hello. Aw, thanks. I love you guys too. I know it's just for one, it's awkward for me because I'm sitting here talking to basically myself. I mean, I know I'm talking to you guys, but it's so weird that yes, Trisha Miller, I'm live. It's just weird to me that like I see what you're saying, but I can't see you. So at least when he's here, it's like there's another human being that I can see and talk to. But yeah, oh, she is here. Come here, Luce. Want to say hi? Oh, she needs a haircut. She's getting shaggy. Say hi. Yep, tell him hi. She's my riding buddy. She either lays by my feet, depending on where I'm at, or she'll lay right next to me, or she's just sitting over here if I'm in the office. And so, poor thing, she doesn't. She gets attention, but she's just stuck inside with me all day. Thank you, Janice. This shirt, Maurice's maybe, I think, but I've had it for like 2 or 3 years. It's kind of faded now, but yeah, but I appreciate it. Thanks. Well, hi, Renee Disher. How are you? Richmond, nice. I love that area. Love that area. And yes, we're very excited about Knockout as well, for sure. Yeah, so we will be, I think we're leaving here on the 11th. Mr. B and I are driving because we're doing the whole road trip. Like, oh, hey, speaking of which, excuse me a minute. Hello? I'm on. Oh, no, you're good. Love you too. He's like, are you getting on? I said, I'm already on. He's like, oh, well, it just said starting soon. So I don't know where he's looking at it from, but sorry. He's away, so I want to make sure everything was good. But anyway, okay, so Stephanie Erickson said she can't get through Christian's page or the Angels. That's so weird. I don't understand why. I don't know, but yes, we are very much excited about Knockout. It's always a really, really good one, especially for readers like you guys that love the romantic suspense, because it is probably the heaviest on romantic suspense authors of any signing that I go to, or that I've been to. So it's really nice because it's kind of like we get all you guys in one place, and then there's several of us in one place. And so it's like a win-win for you guys and for us, because you guys get to, meet and talk with and hang out with, the authors of the stories that you like. And then we also get to hang out with you guys and then the other authors, who are kind of in our circle. So it's a lot of fun, and Jesse and the gals who put it on, they do a fantastic job. So, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm sorry. Hang on a second. Stop. My gosh, sorry. The kids are downstairs. I just heard Emma in the kitchen. Anyway, um, let's see. Who am I missing? Oh, Trisha Miller said not making this year's, but 2028. I know. I'm excited to see where it's going to be in Georgia as well. So, oh, Renee, you're driving too. Yes, we'll be careful for sure, for sure. Ooh, Suzanne went to Busch Garden in Williamsburg, Virginia. Nice. It's such a pretty area of the country up there. Hi, Elizabeth. Well, dang, I'm sorry that the link is not working. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. You know, for those of you who are not new, this is not new, right? Like technical difficulties with me and all of this. It's kind of par for the course. So, welcome. Ah. Jana said she can only see the comments if she hits the comment button. Then you don't see me. That's weird. I don't know what's happening. Jana says, "Hi, Mr. B. Come back when you can stay longer." Finishing. Yeah, last I checked on Life 360, because every once in a while he's there, you know, I'll just peek in, see where he is on the lake. And last I checked, he was underneath the there's this one bridge there that he has pretty good luck with, and it shows on the screen, and so it'll have his little circle right there. So always makes me smile because I know he's found his little fishing hole. Yes, I'm counting him down as well. So yeah, oh, that's so I started to say we're driving, you know, from here to Lexington, and then we'll be there for the signing event weekend, and then I think we're gonna get up on Sunday and drive head south. I don't know what we're gonna do in between the days in between uh, Lexington and Cape Canaveral. Last year we spent or 2 years ago, I guess it was. It was reversed. So Space Coast was first, and then Knockout was the next weekend. And that trip, we ended up spending 4 days in Charleston in between the 2 weekends, and it was fabulous. I'm not sure what we're gonna do this time around. I do know I think we're leaving Lexington on Sunday. I think, but then I don't know where we'll end up between the two signing events. But we will definitely be at Cape Canaveral by Wednesday, I think it is, for sure, because then, you know, festivities begin. So looking forward to them both, for real. These are two of our favorites. So I mean, we've got a lot, like they're all good, but these even years are a little more special too, because we do get Knockout and it's every other year. So and this year's special too, because I won't be doing any signings next year. For those of you who may have missed it, I know I've mentioned it probably every live since I announced it initially, but I just want to make sure everybody understands that we're taking next year, 2027, off from signings, for a few different reasons, but mostly Abby's getting married, our oldest daughter, and I want to make sure that we oh my gosh. Hang on. Yes.
So I just got a bunch of text messages. They can't find it. It's only showing on your romance page and on YouTube.
Yeah, but I don't know how to fix that.
So up in the upper screen, there's like where you see all the different. Show me the screen. Just trying to help.
I know. I appreciate it.
I can't see it. It's all blurry.
Does that help?
Yeah, click where it shows all your like places that you're showing to.
Now
that.
okay.
And now go make sure that your Anna Blakely author page is active.
Oh,
Not Anna Blakely Instagram, or
right.
make
There's
sure
it's
yeah.
not
So
though.
okay, go to the right.
It's not
Go to
letting
the
me.
right. To your right.
It is my
All
right.
right. Well, that's good romance. I love you.
All right, I love you. Bye. Sorry, he was trying to help, but yeah, for some reason it's like my Anna Blakely author that I usually get a lot of you guys through. It's like grayed out, and so I should be able to toggle it on, and for some reason it's not letting me. So I don't know what's going on. I'm sorry. So yeah. Anyway, yeah. Renee, I just saw that. She thinks she's ferocious. She thinks she's as big as our full grown golden doodle. Um, that's as big as Lucy will get, but she in her head, like she's massively ferocious. Ferocious, yeah. Hey, Trisha Lynn, how are you? Aw, I'm sorry. Gosh darn, super sad. She won't be able to go to knockout. We're sorry too. Goodness. Life happens though. I mean, so we went to the Savannah Bananas game on Saturday with the amazing Eliza Bella Baker. This was something we had planned for months, literally. And so she and her family, she's a club member within the Savannah Bananas, and like it's a whole thing. And so she was able to get us tickets, but the way it works with like her tickets that she has, she would have to go with us. So she can't just say, here, take my tickets and go. Like she has to be with us in present at the game. And they travel apparently a lot to go see them every year. And so she flew into Kansas City, and on the way to the airport, she she surprised her daughter Adeline. If you guys ever see, she calls her Mini Me. She's a doll. She surprised her. She had her get on the school bus with her brother and go to school and everything. She said she even packed her lunch and everything. Didn't tell her anything about it, and then picked her up from school early and had everything packed and told her she got to go to Kansas City with her and go to the game with us and everything. And so that was a lot of fun. And we were able to get tickets for our entire immediate family, with the exception of our grandson Maverick. He was not able to be there, but he's younger too, so I don't know. When they're little, even if it's like exciting and fun in the beginning, like that many hours, because we were literally there for like, I want to say like, well, we left the house at noon and we got back, I think, in our driveway at like 11:30 that night. So we were there for a very, very long time. So for the little ones, that's a lot harder to deal with. But our granddaughter Harper got to go. She had a lot of fun, got to meet a lot of the players and get their autographs and their pictures. And I totally still need to do a photo dump. I'm behind on that. But it was cool. And if you ever get the chance to go, even if you're not a huge baseball fan, I highly encourage that you go. Because like Josh and Emma, our two youngest, were there. And by youngest, for those of you who don't know, if you're new, Emma's 19, Josh is 20, almost 21. So they're not little, but they, baseball, it's like, they'll go to have something to do, get out of the house, do something different or whatever, but they're not like majorly into it or anything. And they both had a blast. Josh said a couple different times that if every baseball game was like that, he'd go to so many more. And I felt the same way. Like it reminded me of like adults playing recess baseball. Like it was just, they were out there, they were playing the game, and they were serious about trying to do well with the game, but they were also having fun with it. And that energy was so contagious. Like, you go to like a Major League Baseball game, like the Royals or something, and like they'll play the music as the guys walk out, and then the music gets off and they get quiet and gets all serious and everything. They played music like nonstop the whole time. And it was so much fun. Hey, Rametta. Um, it was so much fun because like even the guys standing on the sidelines, like most of the time they weren't in the dugout. They would a lot of times they were standing, both teams, whether they were outfield or infield, were standing out in front of their dugout. And like they would dance around, they would turn around and interact with the crowd and stuff. And um man, it was just it was a blast. It was an absolute blast for everybody. So that was really cool. Um Trisha Lynn, the reason I brought that up while we were talking about you and not getting to go to knockout is life happens, and you know it's definitely not always predictable. And we were actually getting ready to leave the game after it was over, and I got a phone call that my aunt passed away, which wasn't unexpected. She's not been in good health for a while, and she was 82, I believe. She's nine years older, I believe, than my mom. There were a couple of kids in between there, but yeah. So we're gonna end up being gone all day on Thursday to drive back home for her funeral and to get to be with the family and stuff. So yeah, I get, I get it. Life happens, things happen. We can't always, predict it or can't, we can hardly ever control it. I mean, we try, we think we can and we don't, but I mean, just like, technical difficulties. And by the way, I'm kind of scrolling back up here because I've been yapping and I wanted to see what everybody was saying, but, and see who I've missed, who's here. But while I was right after we got off the phone and he was trying to help, by the way, I get a text message on my screen from Mr. B that says, just more proof that you need me or that I need him there. And which is true. 100%. So, yes, Heather, by the way, I am feeling better. Thank you. It took me a second. I was like, feeling better. But yeah, last week I don't know what got a hold of me. It was my stomach. And it was from the moment I woke up and then it just felt worse, like throughout the day. I had a headache. I literally was in bed for until about 1:30 in the afternoon. And then I got up and I went down to the couch and then I was in the recliner until I went to bed. Like it wasn't a great day, but definitely back. So, let's see. Oh, fun. Teresa, you said you guys are caravanning from Lexington to Cape Canaveral. That'll be fun. Yeah, I don't know what we've got. We've talked about, like, actually just last couple of days, we've been talking about, okay, well, we're checking out here and we need to be there by this point. I'm kind of talking about some various game plans on what to do in between the time, but oh, hey Lisa, nice chatting with you. Haven't seen you on here for a bit. Jean's on her way to Frankfurt. Oh, it's always nerve-wracking, isn't it, when the kids are on the road? I mean, Emma has a concert that she's going to, and it's only 30 minutes from home, but she's going to a concert tomorrow night with friends. And, immediately I'm like, but it just, yeah, it's part of being a parent, I guess. That's where we just got to kind of just hand it over to God and, hope for the best and pray for the best. And so, I know it's crazy that it's already been 2 years. Yeah. It's flown by for sure. Okay, so Trisha Lynn wants to know if anyone here has attended Bray. Sorry, it's a longer message, so we get cut off. She would love to, she's trying to figure out if she wants to go or not, but would love some insider information. So she said if she goes, she'll probably do a general admission. And since she'll be by herself, so is it even worth it? So if you guys any of you have been to Bray before, I have not, so I can't really help. But if you've been to Bray before, if you have some insight, I know she would appreciate that. So, Oh, good. Janice said she can finally see me in the. Well, I don't know, the seeing me is good, but you at least see the content comments. True romance hero tried to step in, right? Hi, Catherine. Yeah, he does. He tries. He does what he can. Sandy says, "Whoa, where's Mr. B?" Yeah. Yeah, and then, thinking of him, my aunt passed away. He had a fraternity brother, excuse me, from back in his college days, that we both knew pass away suddenly just last week. And so we were at a visitation last week for that, which was a bittersweet thing because, I mean, obviously not a good reason to have to get together, but we also, it was, I hate to say nice, but the aftermath part of it was nice for because we were able to reconnect with people from college that we literally haven't seen since college, or at least for several years. And so, and because the guys in his fraternity were close with a lot of the girls from my sorority, a lot of us all knew each other, and we kind of intermingled and with other girls from other sororities and things. And so, like, I got to see a couple sorority sisters that I had not seen in a very long time. And then, like I said, just some other people that, we hadn't seen for a while. So that part of it was nice. And I know that the guy who passed away would have enjoyed seeing that. And it was cool too, because it's like, those are the people that, those people that like you haven't seen in 20 years, and then you see them and it's like you just pick up right where you left off. And that's how it was, it seemed like, that night. And so it was really cool. Plus it was neat because there's a couple of guys that were in Christian's fraternity that were from the town that I grew up in. So I actually knew them before he did. And so that was cool too, because I got to see some people from my old stomping ground. So, but I mean, again, sad reason, and it broke my heart for the guy who passed and for his family and everything. But it was nice to catch up. So let's see. Oh, Teresa is also going to Writers on the River. When is that, Teresa? I'm not doing that one this year. For the first time in 5 years, I'm not actually going to that one. And nothing against it, nothing against the organizers. I absolutely love Angie and the gals who run that. I just, my travel time was I was trying to cut back on some things and do some different things. And so unfortunately I had to kind of pick and choose a little more. But they always put on a top-notch event as well. Very well organized. Yeah, so I know you'll have a lot of fun. So let's see. Hey, Rametta. Diana Long watched the Savannah Bananas game. Sorry, I'm a little behind here on my comments. What's new, right? Yeah, it was so fun because like the guy on stilts, if you have not seen it, you got to look it up. This guy genuinely plays on stilts. Like, he was pitching on stilts, he was batting and running. Like, it was wild to see. I agree, Sandy. Like, it was just fun. It was just like, I have truly never, ever had that much fun at a baseball game before in my life, ever. It was awesome. Yeah, that was us, Ashley. Absolutely. If they were all like Banana Ball, I would 100% go every time. Yep. I get you, Stephanie. So I grew up like back home. My grandpa, Cardinals were his absolute favorite team ever, always, for as far back as I could remember. Of course, we live here, so Royals has been a big thing too. They haven't been doing very good though. But still show them the love. So hi, Lisa Stanker. Oh, thanks, Janice. Thanks, you guys. Again, it was when Aunt Carol passed, like it was not unexpected. And for her, it was better. I mean, she had just the day before I talked to, she had three girls, and I talked to the middle one, who's a few years older than me, but I talked to her a couple days ago, or the day before before my aunt passed, and she said that that morning that Aunt Carol had told her that she just didn't want to hurt anymore, and so it was definitely time for her. You know, it's just one of those things. You're never ready, you know, but to lose anybody that you care about. But hi, Eve. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, unexpected or not, you're right. It still sucks, but part of life, right? And again, it brings me solace just knowing that she's not hurting anymore. So, um, Ramona, it's your birthday today. Happy birthday! Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. I am completely behind on that stuff. So happy birthday! I hope it's been a great one for you. Janice, how's Coulter coming? He is coming along, keeping his secrets. Well, his secrets have pretty much come out at this point, which was fun to write as well. Yeah. So, but I really like it. I will tell you, and I was going to tell you guys this anyway, but now that you brought him up, just a forewarning. So Coulter, his story has ended up being, at least the first part of it, is a lot different than most of my other stories, in that, I mean, I do, obviously, you guys, those of you who've read me for a while, you know, I do the slow burn a lot. I'm not the open up chapter one and they're having sex type of author, like, and I'm not judging anyone who is. I just, the stories that come to my head and the situation that the characters are involved in it doesn't warrant it. It wouldn't feel natural. And for me, when the characters come together like that, it has to be organic, if that makes sense. Like, I needed to feel as real and natural as possible. Obviously, it's fiction. I make a lot of stuff up. But when it comes to that stuff, for me, I just can't get myself to do like the it's to love, have sex, you know, whatever. Like right at the very beginning. So the slow burn part of it isn't necessarily the thing with these guys, because one, if you've been reading the Tack Off series, or if you've read it, you know, Alex and Coulter come into book one, and there's sprinkles of them throughout the whole series, and they're always like, you know, he loves to push her buttons. They're like oil and water. They're kind of that enemies to lovers kind of a thing. Where that they're just always it's the, he loves to push her buttons, she pretends like it annoys the hell out of her, and it actually, it really does annoy her, but at the same time, like, she's totally drawn to him too, you know, she just would never admit it. And so, like, they're kind of already established in that, so that part of it was nice, you know. I didn't have to set up, you know, a fresh meat cute for them, that because they already know each other. Again, if you followed the series, then the way it starts off, it completely makes sense. But because of the situation, and because it's them, and because of his secret that comes out in this book, and having to deal with, you know, they've got to go from that enemies to lovers kind of relationship, to her finding out the truth about what he really does for a living, to not only believing him, but then accepting that as fact, and getting herself to understand and forgive the lying all these years to, you know, her and everyone else that they know, to then to the point where there's the romance, you know, between them. Like, it takes a bit, right? If to make it seem realistic, like, that's just, that part of it takes a bit. So with this story, I'll give you guys a little insight since you're on here. There's not a ton of the, like, action and suspense like I typically have. I mean, there's a little bit of suspense, you know, in the beginning. but the first half of it really is more of the suspense of the what's going to happen between them, if that makes sense. There's that, that the will they, won't they? She, obviously they will, but like I don't know. I don't know how to say it with that. Like I don't want to give a lot away, but just know that the action that you're used to from my stories is coming as you're reading it. It's just a lot more on the back half of this one. Hi Lana, how are you? If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I just try to warn you because I'm like, man, like they're going to be reading this going, okay, this is more of like a contemporary romance versus a romantic suspense. Like where's the action that Anna usually writes, and it's coming in there. I promise you. It's just you got to give it a bit because the first half of the book it pretty much, focuses on them kind of working through their issues to get them to that point where when the bad stuff does happen, then those emotions are amped up at an even greater level than they would have been before, if that makes sense. I hope. Anyway, I don't know. I'll just, let you read the book. Let's see. July 11th, Lana says. So I'm assuming, because I'm a few minutes behind on that, I'm assuming you were referring to Writers on the River. Oh, yes. Now I know you are because I see Ashley put it in there. Ashley's my Writers on the River gal. I know for sure. Let's see. Oh, good night, Suzanne. You're probably already gone. Love you bunches. Go get some rest. Let's see. Where am I missed? Love baseball. We're going to see the Reds play the D-backs on Sunday. Nice. That'll be fun. Hi, Kelly Wolford. How are you? Oh, there it is. I was wondering. No one had said it yet. Yeah, I am. Oh, don't be sorry, Kelly. It's just me tonight, so you haven't missed a whole lot. Yeah, I am very excited to get back to Echo Team as well. I'll have Coulter's story will come out first though, and then so his will release June 30th, and then I'm going to immediately go into, sorry, my back. I always have to adjust a little bit. Well, can't sit in the same position too long. I will then immediately go straight into working on Rafe's story so I can wrap up the TAC Ops series. So it's nice because on that one, like I already have plans. So and that his story will kind of be set up. Well, it won't kind of be. His story will definitely be set up by the end of this one. So you'll get a glimpse into some of the happenings and some of what it will set off, I guess, the story for Rafe. So get Coulter's done, then I'll go right into doing Rafe's story, and then after I get TAC Ops concluded, then I'm going to get back to Risk Echo Team with Blake's story. And I am excited to get back to that one. I had a lot of fun writing Emmett. And I really liked some of the side characters, even like the detective and Gwen. The dynamic between those two were a lot of fun. And Jim or Billy, the one hitman for hire, he got away. So I mean, we can't leave him out there hanging for too long, So, and he was fun to write too. As far as hitmen go, he's fun. So yeah, so I'm anxious to get back to that as well. Oh, yeah, and that was just it. Sorry, I know I'm kind of bouncing all around here, but that was just it, Janice. Like these guys, there was a lot to kind of flesh out between them and their relationship before anything major could happen. I felt like, and bottom line, like I'm mostly pantsing this one, which we talked a little bit on here before, but you've got your plotters and your pantsters, and the plotters are the ones that have every single, the bullet points of every single chapter figured out, ahead of time, and they know exactly where it's going. Um, I've done that before with books. I've done pantsing with, like, when I very first started, I just sat down and started writing whatever came to me. Um, I've done a little bit of, kind of hybrid in my planning for books where I've got some plotting done and some pantsing done, which is kind of pretty much what I've done with this one. Like I kind of had an idea in my head what I wanted with it. And then, um, I got like the first half written, and then I stopped for a little bit, and I got my notebook out and I kind of started working my way backward from the end to make sure that I had, time in there, and enough scenes in there to have what needed to happen to, kind of get to the end, if that makes sense at all. So I've kind of done a little bit of both with this one. I feel like Rafe's story is going to be this a lot of the same because I already have so many thoughts for his. Um, I've got little blips of dialogue already written here and there, and just some different scenes and different ideas. I already know who the bad guy is going to be in that one, and the motive as to why he's going after, and kind of some things that are going to play out. So, um, and that one, I will tell you, uh, that one will probably have, if it ends up working out the way I've got it in my head right now, which sometimes it changes, but if it kind of sticks there, then that one will have quite a bit of action sprinkled throughout it, which you'll understand when you get to that one. I don't want to say too much more, but yeah. So I'm anxious to do that one as well. Let's see. Ooh, Kelly says they are having barbecue outside in the garden. Yum, that sounds good. Emma cooked up some hamburger meat tonight, and then I had taco bowl basically. But she got, I don't know if you guys have tried yet, the Doritos that have like the no artificial color. They're really good. And so are the Cheetos cheese puffs that have no artificial color. They're a lot lighter yellow. They're not that bright orange that really probably doesn't belong in our bodies. But they're very good, and a much more like a kind of a natural cheese flavor. But anyway, so yeah, so she made taco bowls, and I crumbled up a few of the color free Doritos and put in there, and it was quite yummy. So let's see. Oh, Sam. Hey, Sam. Oh, you say that like you've been on the boat. I haven't even been on the boat yet. You've been out with him like what, 3 times now? So go cry your tears to someone else. Ashley said I better be. It's in my backyard. That's right. Talking about Riders on the River, she lives right there. So she's definitely one. If you have questions about Riders on the River ever, definitely one that you could go to. Let's see. Oh, Sandy, don't worry about it. We'll get with you and take care of that. The pre-order question for Space Coast. Kelly says she has about 6 books. 6 books, that's not too many. You're almost there. 6 books to get caught up. Book friends. Yep. Book friends are great. I couldn't have said it better myself. I love it. It's so nice to know that there's other people out there that share the same passion and enjoyment, and it's fun too because it's like I'm sure people who play golf can sit and probably talk golf for, hours on end or whatever, but I love this because it's like not just we don't just talk about the reading when we get together, it's not about the act of the reading, it's the more of the like what we read, and I love it because there's always new books to be discovered. There's always new authors to be discovered. And just because you do discover a new author, you still have your old favorites that you can always go back to. And that's what I love about it. And I love that about the author world as well. Like especially with this genre, I can't speak for other genres, but with the romantic suspense slash military romance type, protector hero, whatever you want to call it. Like with this genre, I feel like by and large, the authors are so supportive of one another. So I learned early on that, it's not, we don't compete with each other. We share each other's releases. And I mean, Caitlin O'Leary just the other day sent a messenger message out to the group of us that went to the romantic suspense retreat. She's like, hey, I got a new newsletter coming out. Anybody have a book they want me to share? Things like that. Like that's what we do. And I love that. I love that because I've had other jobs where it's all about the person themselves and how they can advance and how they can do better, how they can one up you. And, like it's just that you feel like there's just that constant competition, and it's just annoying and I hate it. And so that's just one more thing that's great about this is between the other authors and readers like you guys, like it's the best of both worlds. I love it. Kelly, how the heck do you find? So Emma, I don't know if she went to Target and got them or Walmart maybe. But I mean, I know I've seen them at like the big grocery stores that we have here, like Price Chopper or Hy-Vee. I don't know if you have those there. But yeah, like Walmart usually, as far as I know, Walmart carries them. Yeah, they're called Naked. That's what it is. Naked, only it's like NKED or something like that. You don't need all those chemicals, right? Like none of us do. There's no reason for it. And here's my thing, and not to get on a soapbox, but when you have countries that have literally banned them because for sure that those chemicals, those dyes, those all artificial stuff can lead to cancer. What? It just makes me mad that like they've been allowed, like we grew up eating them. Our kids have grown up eating them, and I, until recent years, had no idea. But the funny thing is, Christian actually, of course, he's, for those of you who don't know, he's healthcare. He has been saying for the last several years that the high fructose corn syrup is bad. The seed oils aren't great for you, and the artificial dyes are horrible. And the high fructose corn syrup and the artificial dyes especially like have been linked to all these things, and we know it, but we don't care. We still like are allowed to serve them to our kids and stuff. And meaning like they're still allowed to be sold here. And it wasn't until like he started saying it, and then it wasn't for like probably 2-3 years later, then it started to become out, as like you heard it on the news, and then now there's, and now products are taking them out and everything. And I think it's fabulous because the more I've learned from him about the actual like effects that stuff has on your bodies, like that's not good. Now I'm not saying I don't ever eat it. I had a snow cone at the game, and it was very blue. I'm sure it was not natural color. But I've limited a lot, and I look more like I catch myself looking at ingredients a lot more, especially if it's something that's like a red color or something, I'll look to see. And that's one of the things I love about Aldi. One, they're cheaper, but two, a lot of their stuff, like it doesn't have that in it. And I always forget where they originated, what country, but it's not the United States. And I think that's why, like, they don't have that. But Anyway, sorry. I'll get off my soapbox. Let's see what this one's getting cut off, but I'll read it to you. She says, I agree. I love having the diversity and meeting so many different book friends while also having things in common, but introduce you to new authors. I've had it happen in the best of ways. Meeting us through Shayla Black and Sierra Cartwright. Oh, Sierra Cartwright, yes, love her stuff too. I mean, I love Shayla too, but we've talked about Shayla on here like many times. I don't know that Sierra Cartwright's one that I've remembered to mention, but I do love her stuff. She says that I've had it where I've taken, sorry, I scrolled up. I've taken book recommendations, went out, bought the whole series, and couldn't even get through the books once. So unfortunately, yeah, I've done that as well. Like, got overzealous and went ahead and purchased like a whole series because I really liked the book one or whatever, and then it's like the rest of them weren't quite as good, or I really liked one series, and then the next series it's just different enough that it wasn't my jam. But for the most part, usually people that recommend, like if I hear it from like you guys or another author, then genuinely it's kind of still within my jam, Yeah, you know what? This is like one of hi Peggy. Sorry, you guys. I'm gonna sidetrack here. It's her first live. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, usually my hubby's here with me. He's out fishing, so you're stuck with just me, and it's not quite as exciting. I apologize. But yeah, so Janice says she's been reading for 4 years now and can't get enough. Like, it's like my one and only genre. And I know that there are so many authors that read throughout the spectrum of genres, and I think that's fabulous. I wish I could be one of those, but I write what I read. Like, I write the same way as I read, as far as like what holds my interest in my writing is the same thing that holds my interest in the reading. So I have a really hard time branching out. But that's one of my biggest fears, actually, is when, like Janice, you say, you can't get enough after 4 years. Like, that's, as an author, that's one of my biggest fears, is like, you guys are just going to get tired of reading it and want to move on and be like, okay, I'm done with the private security guys. I want to move on, and to be honest, that's why I was actually kind of surprised when I did a poll. I don't know, it's been probably last year, I guess, maybe earlier or later in the last half of last year. But I did a poll in the reader group in Anna's Angels, asking, when I finish TAC Ops, I'll at that point, I'll be done with Delta Team. So I'll just have Echo Team, and then I'm going to start another series. What do you guys want? And I think I put another private security team, small town romantic suspense, paranormal romantic suspense, and I can't remember what the other one was. Or that may have been it. I don't know. But and it was still overwhelming for, most of you guys still voted for another private security team. And so here I am thinking y'all are probably getting so tired of all of this. But oh, good night, Christine. Sleep well, get some rest, and you've earned it. Let's see. I know I'm missing people. Ruth, if you're on here, and oh, hi, Ruth. You are on here. I don't think I said hi. I'm sorry. In Alaska. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm so jealous for that. But yeah, so I 100% thought, okay, they're going to be like, let's do something different. Let's do small town. Let's do, whatever. And it was still, the private security team. So I was like, all right, well, I can do that. I'll do that, So Sandy says, that doesn't happen with my most loved authors. I love it. I love it. Eve says, I read romance, military, suspense, contemporary. Paranormal was because she asked me to read it since it was my first time. Doomsday Brethren, yeah, is awesome, but I can't do the werewolves and vampires and fairies. So yeah, and you know what? That's another thing that I absolutely love about reading is there are so many different options. So for those who want to take a break from the serious and want to do it to read a rom-com, or maybe hit a historical, or something, like, depending on your mood. I know there are a lot of people, and there are authors that I know that are very much mood readers, and so depending on their mood, it depends on what type of story they want to read. I'm not one of them. I'm always in the mood for romantic suspense, always. Yeah, so thank you, Kelly, you're so sweet. Thank you. It's so funny. I love it. And I love that you say that, because I did have a moment of panic for a little bit. Last week I got a hold of my editor, because I was like, okay, I at that point was like 40%, 50% into the book, I think. And I was like, I just realized, like, the first half of this book is the couple, and it's completely focusing on them and getting them through this tumultuous situation with her discovering what he really does, and then dealing with the fact that they both actually, oh, by the way, we like each other, and all of that. And I'm like, and so I sent her I was like, can you please read this and tell me if it's absolutely, like, boring and not interesting, because I knew I was enjoying the story. And I was enjoying, like I said, kind of fleshing out that dynamic between them. But then I look back and I'm like, oh, this is not my normal thing. Are you guys going to hate it? Or, so it is what it is. But she came back, and of course she said it was great. She loved it. But, I also pay her. So just kidding. Oh, good night, Stephanie. You've been so concerned. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Go take care of that, and let your son get in there, and have a good night. Ashley says, I'm a vibes reader sometimes. I just need a cozy. Yeah. I'm the same way. Like, as far as, I have those go-to authors, for sure, that I know, and I've read them long enough, for enough years now, that I know whatever they put out, I'm gonna love it. Heather likes the military primarily, but she needs a break. She likes sports, especially hockey. Well, there you go. I try other once in a while. They don't work for me. That's me. Like, I love either the mystery of trying to determine who did it, or the suspense of what's going to happen next. Like, the ones that, like, keep you flipping to the next chapter, because you got to find out what's going to happen next. Because of that suspense element, or something, that yeah, that's my jam for sure. Let's see. Diana says Sierra St. James does motorcycle suspense romance. Nice. Oh, good night, Linda. Get some rest. Thanks for joining. Let's see. Oh, Eve's hopping off too. Work at 12 hours. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're even still standing. And yes, remember to be kind. Absolutely. Thank you, Eve. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off here too. I was trying to think if there was anything else. Let's see. I think that was it. If you haven't pre-ordered Coulter's Secret, it is up for pre-order still. Releases June 30th, so get that going. And then I do plan on going ahead, and I'll have the link for Rafe's story in the back of that one as well. So as soon as that one releases, you'll be able to pre-order Rafe's. I may get that up sooner, actually. Of course, I'll let you guys know. Do a new pre-order newsletter and post in the group and stuff. But I think as of right now, I think I'm planning on, I'm going to have his release at the end of August, just to make sure I have time with the traveling and stuff to, focus on the story as best I can. So, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw this. Diana, I wanted to reiterate on this. She is coming out with a cozy mystery. She and I actually talked about it when we were at Charm, and she's so excited about it. It's very much a passion project for her. So definitely want to support her on that. She's very excited about doing her Codacy mystery. So, oh, sorry. So, thanks, Renee. You have a good night too. Please be sure to join us next Tuesday because it'll be a lot more fun because Mr. B will be here. Oh, Janice says, anyone going to KOBB next week? She started a message group. If you'd like to be added, let her know. So that's through Facebook Messenger. And those groups are awesome because then you guys can not only plan like to meet up, somewhere at the hotel or whatever for dinner or whatever you want. But then hopefully we can kind of coordinate a spot to get together and get a group picture of all of us. If you want me there, if you want to see. I mean, Mr. B and I will be there, but we don't have to be in the picture. But yeah, so it'll be cool. It'll be cool to get together and see you guys. So I'm really excited to see everybody who's going to be there. Other than that, oh yes, and Trisha Miller, same thing with if you're going to go to Space Coast, contact Trisha Miller so we can do the same thing with that. So no, Trisha, we'll be back next Tuesday. We'll still be here next Tuesday. But then we'll be gone after that. I believe. Hang on. I said that. Now I'm in a second guess myself. Yeah, we'll still be here next Tuesday. But it'll be definitely not be here on the 16th. We won't have it because we'll be traveling. I don't know for sure that we'll have it on the 23rd. So there might be the 2 weeks there that we are that we won't be on because of travel. But for sure we will. I mean, barring any unexpected life events, we will be here next Tuesday at 7:00. So let's see what Sam taking you fishing next Tuesday. I'm sure that your wife will be very happy to have you spend your anniversary on the lake with my husband. But it is funny though, for those of you who don't know, Sam and our friend Leslie, their wedding anniversary is June 9th. Ours is actually June 10th. So we are leaving for Knockout the day after our anniversary. So anyway, all right. Well, I will see you guys next week. Definitely take a page out of Eve's book. Be kind, be patient, try to smile, look at the positives. They're out there. I know sometimes they're really, really, really hard to find, but the blessings are still there. And pre-order Coulter. Other than that, have a fabulous week. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, especially since it was just me. And oh, by the way, he did get the outro updated, I believe. So we'll test it and see. So have a great week, everybody. I love you bunches. Thank you so much for all your support and for hanging out. We'll see you next week.